this is my antibiotic IV administration. I'm gonna start off with my dice. We only have one, so I'll roll it twice. I got 1, 2. So I'm gonna be administering cefazolime. This is my drug here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna check the orders and make sure that this is the right dose. I have Anaperi. This is cefazolime injection, give 750 milligrams, so I have the right dose. Right route, IV, 8 hours. I know this is being given at 8 a.m., so I have the time. And the reason is because Anaperi has a total right knee arthroplasty, and this is her antibiotic. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I know that I'm gonna have to do some drug calculations. So I'm going to flip over to cefazolime. I have here, I believe. So I know that I have to be giving 750 milligrams. And in my drug book, I'm going to be dividing that by 330 milligrams because that's what it says to do. And I know that I'm going to be timing it by 1 milliliter. So I'm going to take 750 divided by 330 equals 2.27 times 1, which overall equals to 2.27, and we can round that to 2.3. So I know I have 2.3, and in my drug book it says here that I am going to be reconstituting it with 2.5 milliliters of sterile water. I know that is compatible with this drug as well, so that will be safe. I'm also going to be now doing the drop rate just so I can get all my math out of the way. So I know because I'm going to be adding 2.3 milliliters of water to my mini bag, it's going to give me a total of 102.3. I'm going to be timesing that by my drop rate, which is 10. And then I'm going to divide it by 30 minutes. It gives me quite a large range. I can pick between 15 minutes to 16 minutes. In this case, I'm going to be giving this medication over 30 minutes. So to get this rate, I'm going to do 102.3 times 10 drops per minute equals 1,023 divided by 30 minutes is going to give us 34.1, which I'm going to just round up to 34. So I know I'm going to be doing 34 drops per minute. So first off, I'm going to write out my drug card. This is also kind of going to give me an explanation. So I know that I have Anaperi. Okay, I have my sheet right here. So Anaperi. I know her room number is going to be room 9. The drug is cefazolime. The amount is 750 milligrams in a mini bag. It's going to be added by Taylor and Michelenko. The date today is January 19th. The time is 8 a.m. Start time will be 8:15ish. The date is again January 19th, and the flow rate is 34 drops per minute. So I have my drug card finished. Also, while I'm here, I'm going to dot the MAR at 8 a.m. and I'm going to sign that when I come back. So I have that all finished. Alrighty, so I'm going to not touch my mask. I'm going to start administering some stuff. So I have my 3 milliliter syringe. I'm going to be using a blunt film needle. I'm going to perform some hand hygiene. And I know already that there is no cap on this, so I'm going to be cleaning that for 15 seconds and letting it dry. I'm going to let that off, discard of that. I know that is sterile, so I don't have to clean it. So I would take and I would clean this area of the sterile water for 15 seconds and then let it dry. But for the interest of this video, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to take my blunt film needle, open it like so, attach it to my syringe, discard, take this off. I'm going to check the expiry date of all my supplies so I know that this is good. I know that this is a good as well. I know that this is okay, and so is my mini bag. So I'm gonna go in, I'm going to first pull up. So I know that I'm going to be putting 2.5 milliliters of air into it because that's how much water I'll be extracting. So there's 2.5. And I'll be putting that in the vial, injecting that air in, turning it up. So put a little air backflow in there. Come on. Still a little bit of air in there. So here we are here. So I got 250 milliliters of, 2.5 milliliters of water. Extracting that, putting that into my cefazolin and taking that out. I'm going to scoop my needle. Good to go. Going to swirl it around. We don't want to shake it because it will cause air bubbles, but swirling and whirling it around, rolling it in the palms of your hands would be good. Because I got that close, I would, again, take an alcohol swab and clean the surface, but for interest of time, I'm gonna explain that and not actually do it. So once that is all good to go, I know now that I need to take up 2.3 milliliters of medication. So I'm gonna bring up my vial to 2.4, goes in increments of 2, and then just push it up in between the 2 and the 4, just so I can get a little bit more of an accurate dosaging. So then I'm going to put it into the vial. Come on, there we go. Putting in that, flipping it around, and I'm going to bring up, oh, come on, 2.5. There's some air in there. Get that air out. 2.3. It's around 2.4 in there. There we go. So I'm going to be taking that out. I'm now going to scoop and cap this and discard my blunt film needle. Take out this guy so I can put it into the mini bag. Put it on, discard of this. That is good to go. So now I'm going to be cleaning this site here. So I'm going to take off this. Again, clean for 15 seconds. Let dry for 3. Interest of time, I will just show you that. I'm going to take this off. So we have this needle. I'm going to stabilize the outside of it. I'm going to put in this needle, make sure it's not poking the bag or myself. And I'm going to push in that 2.3 milliliters of fluid into the mini bag. So there we go. I'm going to take it off, close it, take it off, discard. Now I'm going to just move it around the bag to make sure it's completely dissolved within the bag. And then I'm gonna put my little guy on here, do another check. So I've got Anna Perry, cefazolin, 750 milligrams every 8 hours, IV. It's 8 a.m. The reason is for her right knee arthroplasty, and it is an antibiotic. I'm also checking her allergies, and I know that she is not allergic to any penicillins or cephalosporin, that's what it is. So I'm going to double check with her when I get into the room. So now it is time for me to prime the line and put this guy on. So I'm taking this out, and what I'm gonna do first is I'm just going to label it with the date, time, and my initials. Should have got that prepared beforehand. So the date today is January 19th, 8 a.m. TM with my little signature there. So I'm just gonna get that ready for after I prime it. I'm going to make sure that this is clamped. And I do realize that this is an old one and it's supposed to have a little cap on it, but we've lost it. So in the interest of the video, it has a cap on and it's sterile. So I'm going to first take this cap off, without touching the outside. And I would take it in this hand, take the cap off, and then I would put it on. Make sure that's all nice and in there. Clamp is on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze it about 1/3 to 1/2 full. That's about good. So then what I'm going to do is, this is our sink. I wouldn't do this over a trash can. Just gonna let the line prime itself. Come on. Should be going, there we go. So that is good to go. It's nice and primed. I don't see any air bubbles in it. This is still sterile, so then my MAR is dotted. So I'm gonna bring all my supplies into the room.